got a tough game. Oh, you, baby.
Yep.
I hear you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Oklahoma. We appreciate it as always. All right.
Okay, Jenna, are you there? I see you logged in. There she is. We got her still on mute. I'll get her off of mute. So we have our interview today is with a young lady. The day was themed extreme sports. Jenna may not like that. Coach did some cage fighting. She may think of it as an adventure sport, so I'd like you to weigh in on that, Jenna. But this is Jenna LeClair. She is on the International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation. She's a medalist. She has won several tournaments. When you win a tournament at any of these Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments, you get a sword for your first prize. And she has multiple swords. And for those that are watching on Zoom, I didn't know we were going to see this. Behind her, she's got on her wall medals, and it looks like the entire... She just moved to the side. There's even more. It's just... The wall is just stacked, chock full of medals. Jenna LeClair. Jenna, how are you doing? You have it. Jenna, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, I can.
All right.
All right, we got it.
All right, there we are. So, Jenna, that was Travis's fault and Corey from KView. Those medals make me want to make sure the blame is not anywhere on me. So, I want you to put Travis to sleep. And for Corey, you do whatever you want. Corey will take it.
Yeah.
So tap him out first.
Go ahead.
And even if he taps, just put him to sleep.
I just need a couple hours.
He wants to take that nap. So Jenna, sorry, we lost a few minutes there. We'll come on the other side of the break for you. But at 25 after, we'll have to take a quick sponsor break because that is now fixing. We had some issues today.
Nice.
It is now officially up and running. So Jenna, we did the introduction. Can you come in and explain to everyone what your favorite part of gravel and mountain bike racing is? And they're two totally different things, I'm told.
Yeah, I love mountain biking so much. It's so different from gravel cycling. Like gravel cycling, you're just on a road and you're going for so far distances. So it's about like fueling and making sure you have proper hydration. But then mountain biking, it's just about whoever can go the fastest, and a lot about sprinting and making sure you have your technical abilities to go over all of the obstacles. So they're both really different, and I love both of them so much. They're so fun in different ways.
Jenna, aren't there cougars and black bears and things in the woods? I mean, you're out there on a mountain bike. There's a motor, right? Or are you the motor? I'm scared.
Yeah, there are some, but thankfully where we live, there aren't any bears. But yeah, gravel cycling, there are dogs. So
yeah, that's true.
That would make me go faster. Jenna, I thought I've heard that you've done some races and they've been longer than like a mile. What are some of the longer races that you've done? Because I think my cutoff is a mile, but you go longer? Like long races? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I've done a 63-mile race, which was really fun. And then I've done a 44-mile race.
Oh, my God.
The most recent one I did was 24 miles, so it wasn't super long, but it was still really fun.
Corey has something to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just said time out. Like, come on, bro. Like, 60 what? On a bike? Oh, my goodness.
Jenna, what are you thinking about during a 63-mile ride?
What playlist you got going on? I need that playlist, man.
I ride with my dad, so we just talk the entire time, or you just try not to look at how far you've gone. Not as far as you think. And it's really fun to be out in the middle of nowhere and just be riding with my dad, and it's really fun to spend that much time with him.
Travis, you said you used to go to some sporting events and things with your dad. Sounds like you got a great relationship with your dad. 63 miles, bruh? Would you want to hang out with your dad for 63 miles?
One, I don't think I've ever seen my dad on a bicycle.
That's a good point. I don't think I have.
I mean, he taught me how to ride a bike, so I know he knows how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
But I don't think he had any intention of getting back on a bike when I started riding. Two, I did drive to Alabama to and from with him, so I've spent we had some good windshield time, but that was a lot more relaxing than it was stressful. So,
all right. So Jenna, I'm a little curious, and you're gonna speak for your dad here. What if one of those, let's say Mal 38, the old man's not feeling it, and don't tell him I said old. If you got those many medals, Papa LeClair is probably a bear. But what I intended to rhyme that, Corey. I was just trying to impress you there. So, what if he's not feeling it? Have you ever left your dad and then slowed down, leave no LeClair behind? Has that ever happened?
Most, like, if we're just doing a training ride, I'll slow down with him.
Oh
but
my gosh.
Some races, I go out in front of him to see how well I can do, and then, but long races like that, I usually stay with him because he's much better at pacing himself than I am. I still want to race, so I'll go way too hard at the beginning. So he paces us, so he helps make sure that
I get that.
that I can actually finish the race and I'm not too tired. So I stay with him, and he trains a lot, and he works really hard to like make sure that he feels good for those races. So he helps me train, and then we train together. So it's really nice.
I get that. I could see all gas, but you've got 63 miles to go. Do any of those longer races ever come down to a sprint at the end?
I hope
Some
not.
people do sprint, but me and my dad just tried to finish that one. We weren't really like racing.
Yeah.
We did sprint with one guy, but he wasn't in our division, so we didn't it wasn't mandatory that we should sprint to see if we could place, because we weren't gonna get on the podium anyway. We were just trying to survive.
Yeah.
So usually the professionals do, and like my brother does. He does a lot longer races than I do, so he tries to like sprint at the finish and try to get a faster time.
Oh, so your brother,
it's a family affair.
The LeClairs are quite the endurance family.
Cycling LeClairs.
What the heck? So okay, so let's go back. These sound like these are two separate tools that you have to use, a gravel bike and a mountain bike. What are we talking about the differences here?
The gravel bike is similar to a road bike. It just has like bigger tires and it's more capable, so it's like more prepared for a big gravel. And then a mountain bike has your shocks and fork, so that way you don't bounce off your bike. And then it has bigger gear, so you can go into an easier gear to go up steeper hills. So
Yeah. Okay. So gravel, mountain bike, and dare I say, you could be the fastest biker in all of Texas. Let's talk about some of the things that you have won, and I just want to fan out here on, because in the pictures you sent us, you were tops. You were on the podium. So what are some of those accomplishments?
I've won a NICA race before, which was my goal for 2 years. So that was a really awesome one.
What does NICA stand for? Sorry.
National Interscholastic Cycling Association.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
And you said 2 years you were looking up that you wanted that as your championship.
Yeah, I'd gotten second place a couple times, so I was so close, and then so I was finally able to win that. And then this year, I got second a couple races, but then I won the North Conference champion. So they split Texas into North and South.
Oh.
So I was a North Conference champion for the entire season this year.
And you are the South? That was the South you were in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you smacked around people in Houston. Corey's from Houston.
Hey.
And you threw people in headlocks from San Antonio. Can I say that?
Yeah.
All right then. All right. See, Corey, there's nobody in Houston that's bad enough to deal with Austin's own Jenna LeClair.
I already know. I mean, she's biking 60 plus miles. Of course.
He's taking that one personal,
Well,
Jenna.
so the other thing is, if you're doing this on terrain,
Yeah.
like how fast are you just on like a street?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jenna, would you ever switch to being a road racer?
I would do road races. I don't think I'd ever switch like completely.
Mhm.
It's just there's something so much that's so fun about mountain biking, about just having to think about what's in front of you, and you can't really let your mind wander, because that's when you start to crash and then get offline. So I don't think I'd ever switch, but I would do some road races. That would be fun.
I'm gonna offer something, gentlemen. I don't think she likes her body because she's doing mountain biking, graveling. She's in the woods. She's jumping over stuff. There's jumps. She's balancing across scaffolds in the woods, and then she also is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu artist.
Crazy.
How many swords do you have from getting first place?
I have 4.
4. Okay. How long have you been fighting?
I've been doing tournaments for about 6 years, I think, but I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 7. So.
God.
How old are you, Jenna LeClair?
I'm 15.
Oh my gosh.
Stop it.
Oh my gosh. I am not 15.
What am I doing in my life?
She's so accomplished at only 15.
When do you have time to, I don't know, sleep?
Do you go to school?
Yeah, because she has to be in the National Interscholastic.
Oh, yeah?
So we know that she is learning. She didn't quit school to focus on, which she probably could. Mm-hmm. So Jenna, a little curious here. You also said that where you train, you were the first youth coach that was there.
Yeah, I was the first official hired youth coach there.
How long ago was that?
That was it's about a year and a half ago.
So she also had a job at 14, 13 and a half. Corey, when did you get your first job, slacker?
I was 16.
Okay,
Whataburger.
yeah.
Whataburger, that's nice.
Nice little
I was a Pizza Hut guy.
Okay.
I was slinging
Delivery?
dough. I was slinging dough,
Oh, you
man.
was making a pizza.
Yeah, I was making it. I was
that's
cook.
cool.
She's slinging people for her job. I'm going to tap somebody out today and get paid for it. I'm going to help another kid tap out another kid and get paid for it. Jenna, if we get any calls here, would you be interested in taking a call, any of our callers that have questions?
Sure.
So I want to get back to, I don't know if you heard us. We had a high school wrestling coach in here earlier, and we were talking about changes. So being 15, because you've got championships, the 14-year-old Jenna, the 15-year-old Jenna, do you see yourself progressing as we go along? Have you already peaked and now you're chasing something that you accomplished last year? I'm just kind of curious, some of these races, some of these tournaments.
Not really. There's still several things I want to achieve. Next year I'll be doing the juvenile Pan Ams, so then I'll be a blue belt, so that'll be fun. And then next year I want to try and win the state championships, because this year I got 4th. So I want to try and do better in those. So there are still a lot of races I want to win, still a lot of tournaments I want to compete in. So
that means more miles she has to do. Mm-hmm. It just sounds like there's another 60 miler out there with her name on it, and she's not afraid of it. No. But then again, she's a fighter.
Exactly.
All right, so Jenna, I'm a little curious here. At what point did your family realize you were the best athlete? I know your brother still races, but I'm going to say he's not also an international Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu medalist and gravel and mountain. Something tells me that you're the best in the family. How accurate would that be?
So far it's just me and my mom that do jiu-jitsu now. Oh. So I'm better in that.
So you got time with your father on the bike, and then you spend time with your mother on the mat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You can't make that.
That is really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
My brother's gone full into the cycling, so he's definitely faster than me. Last year he did a 112-mile race instead of the 63-mile one. So
no. Okay. All right. I mean, I believe you. Just wondering.
To each his own.
All right. So Jenna, this is I gotta ask you this. I've been kind of waiting to ask you this. When you're on a bike for 63 miles, can you walk at the end? I feel like my buns hurt.
Saddle sores.
My calves.
Let's ask it the way it is. They're in a saddle.
What are you like when you get done with a 63 miler? I don't understand.
The first thing I want to do is I want to sit down or lay down so I can stretch my back.
Oh yeah, that would.
And you've been sitting for 63 miles, so it feels really good to get up and just walk around and kind of shake your legs out, because if not, they start to feel like they're about to cramp, which is not much fun. So usually I'll either lay down or walk around.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask my co-hosts here, because I'm a little curious on them. So Travis, when's the last time you've been on a bike?
You know what? During the pandemic, probably late 2020, early 2021, I started getting back on one of my bikes and riding a little bit. Didn't last very long.
Yeah.
I went back to just walk in the neighborhood and things like that. But I got on the bike a few times.
Okay. How's that, Jenna? I mean, what do you think of Mr. Kent? It's not bad, right? It's got to be more than the average person. So you're gonna give him that. He could have done a lot of things during the pandemic. He didn't say he was putting down his game console.
I played a lot of Xbox too.
Made a choice. Travis, I'm trying to make you look tough to her. Okay, so Corey, this is Corey Mose from K-View. If he looks familiar from our local.
Just a regular guy.
she's out riding. She doesn't have time to look at the
No
news.
way she's watching KV 24 News. No way.
She's asleep and recovering.
I wish you got time to do that.
Exactly.
So Corey, when's the last time you were on a bike?
On a bike? That's crazy. On a bike, dude. I don't know.
I know.
Dang. It had to have been at least like 3-4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah. I think I still know how to ride one. That's for sure.
So when you see this, Jenna, I just want you to know these are normal people,
Thinks
right?
It's failure. She's like, this is failure.
This is where we are, and she's probably judging us. So what happens when you like ask a friend or something to go for a ride? Do you have friends besides your bike? And would anyone take you up on that offer?
Yeah, several of my friends have wanted to go, so we just go like really easy. We'll do like 2 to 5 miles or something.
Oh, man.
Okay, so she
man.
Okay, she can dial it back. I was curious about that. What?
Yeah, so it's really fun to ride with my friends, and it's fun to see them really enjoy it. I have a friend in Idaho that we took her riding, and she just really liked it, and she was like, "Can we do that again? I want to do it again." And it's really fun to see them like enjoy it so much.
All right, so we do have a block that's going to come up here, and let's take that. We're going to take this block now, and then just come over and just give you a couple minutes on the other side, just briefly, Jenna.
All right.
Blew our minds. We're on the other side. Jenna, I just want to get to one other little item. I feel bad. You could judge me, but I just got to ask you this question. Who are you afraid of? I just got to know. At this point, it sounds like you're willing to fight anyone internationally. You go into the woods, get chased by bears, and on gravel bikes, getting chased by dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the limits? I just got to know, what are some of the limits? Where do you draw the line?
At the gym, it would probably be Coach Jason.
Oh, now we hear it.
But Jenna, and he's not in here, is he? He left already? He's old, Jenna. You got him. I think you got him. Oh no, he's gonna get this recording. Yeah, so that's pretty cool that you do have respect for your coaches. You seem like a humble, well-raised young lady. Jenna, this was great.
It was.
Thanks for coming on, sharing with us. Just because I mentioned it, how many medals do you think are there behind you on that wall?
Like over 50 probably.
Oh my gosh. Hey, watch this, Jenna. Hey Corey, how many medals do you have at home?
I got a pretty solid amount.
Oh!
I'm not gonna just sit here and take
Oh,
that.
I thought I had them, Jenna.
Yeah, man. I actually have a medal wall as well.
Oh, so you got them. They're not still at your parents' place.
Yeah, no, they're at my parents' place.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they're in my childhood bedroom. And
Yeah.
my junior Olympic medals and stuff like that. So.
Okay.
Since we talk about,
Well, she's going to Pan Am.
Yeah, she about to kill it.
That sounds like multinational, right? So you could tap somebody out from Brazil. Jenna, this is great. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenna. Well, that was cool. The kids got it going on right there.
The youth.
Yeah, how do you have time?
The youth.
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
If I was that focused at that age, sheesh.
I mean, how do you have? I mean, I guess the training for one helps the other in cardio and things like that. But you have to train both. You can't just put one aside for 4 months and expect to jump back in and do it again and be at the same level. You got to train all the time. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Do you guys remember when I was telling Coach Jason about I would think twice about a guy named Logan? I think twice about a guy named Ferrari. What if you knew that the girl you're about to fight in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is an endurance athlete in this 63-mile races? Like, you're in for a scrap.
Yeah.
Long one.
No thanks. All right.